Hello and welcome back to Pink Panther Passport to Peril. We are still in Egypt and now in a little village by the Nile in search of, what was her name? Chahani? No, something. And before we continue, I would like to read a little bit more. Maybe let's read something about people and language. I think we haven't read that before. Egypt's many people. Despite all the problems that come with poverty and overcrowding, Egyptians try to retain their famous sense of humor and mischievous ways. Most Egyptians make a point of trying to enjoy the moment. They are proud of their history, their culture, and their leadership role in the Arab world. In times of trouble, whether a national, village, or family crisis, Egyptians pull together, helping each other and offering kind words. City neighborhoods come together in the Hara or alley, where people live so close together that one person's problems becomes everybody's problems. Likewise, festivals and weddings are celebrated by all. Almost 9 out of 10 Egyptians are Muslims. The other major religion is Coptic Orthodox Christianity, which began in Egypt over 1,500 years ago. Most Egyptians trace their roots to a mixture of peoples: Arabs, Turks, Greeks, Romans, and Europeans, who came into Egypt over the course of history and blended with the ancient Egyptians. This is less true in the small farming villages, where the fellahin, people working the land, had little outside contact and married among themselves. Two other unique groups are the Nubians and the Bedouins, of course. Egyptian kids on a class trip to the pyramids. Okay. Second page. The Nubians are tall people, originally from the Sudan, who live in Lower Egypt past the Aswan Dam. They speak their own languages and have a reputation as hard workers. Bedouins are desert herders who live nomadic lives, traveling from place to place in search of grazing land for their goats and camels. They live in tribes to which they are fiercely loyal. At one time, Bedouin camel trains were the only way to move goods and people across these sandy deserts, and the Bedouins became rich by controlling trade routes. But the introduction of cars and jeeps has all but destroyed the Bedouin way of life. Their herds have been greatly reduced, they no longer move around as much, if at all, and many have had to leave the tribe to find work. Still, the Bedouins hold on to their rich heritage and traditions. A Nubian man steers his boat across the Nile. Okay. So these are the points I think that this is talking about. Okay. Family life. Whether living in a house or an apartment, Egyptian families are often crowded into just a few rooms. Extended families of aunts, uncles, cousins, and grandparents often live under the same roof. Some families in Cairo live 6 or 7 people to a room, and they'll still try to make space if another relative needs somewhere to live. Children learn to share at a young age, and the family elders are relied upon to help settle arguments and make important decisions. Even if the outside of their building looks decayed and about to collapse, the inside of most Egyptian apartments are remarkably neat and orderly. Guests are treated with great hospitality, a well-known Egyptian trait. Coffee may be kept brewing just in case unexpected visitors show up. Egyptian children are usually fussed over and showered with love when they are very young, but are soon given adult chores and a degree of freedom. In a country that loves practical jokes, Egyptian children are full of mischief, always testing what they can get away with. Kids in a family stick together, and when one goes over to a friend's house, a brother or sister usually tags along, even if there is a big age difference between them. They also love sports. And in the cities where space is limited, kids may play their own form of indoor soccer with a sponge wrapped in some rolled up socks. Okay. Children usually live with their parents until they get married. Couples either get set up by their families or, if they've met somewhere else, must immediately ask their parents for permission to date. Traditionally, a man should be able to afford a house or apartment for his bride before getting married, but this has become very difficult lately. If they can't afford their own place, the bride moves in with her husband's family. A wedding can be a very elaborate event, depending on how much money the family has. Egyptian weddings usually include a loud musical street parade called a zaffa, where the bride's family brings her to the groom. At one time, the zaffa also used to include all the furniture that the bride's family was giving to the new couple. Today, it may include musicians and belly dancers. Afterwards, the wedding festival begins with everyone drinking a sweet syrup, Shabbat, to wish the couple a sweet life together. The festival continues into the night with dancing and a large feast. Most Egyptians are devout Muslims. Some superstitions remain from ancient times, however. Many wear the Eye of Horus or paint blue trim on their houses to ward off the evil eye. Among the poor, a ritual called the Zar is used to get rid of evil spirits that have invaded someone's body. A favorite gathering place for Egyptians after the coffee houses are the marketplaces called souks. Egyptians go to souks to shop and socialize. It's traditional to bargain over prices, almost becoming a game. If the merchant quotes one price, the shopper usually offers half that amount, and then they argue their way up from there. Egyptians also love poetry. Children memorize poetry in school, and adults like to recite poems, especially to friends or relatives who can't read. Music is also cherished, and many farmers play thin reed flutes in the morning as they walk to the fields. Okay, I think that's enough for now. Let's get to gaming. So, who do we have here? First, I always used to think that these were birds, but these are actually farmers.
Looks like someone's been working hard.
Yeah. Then we can take this, I think. Yes. And we have an oven.
Look, a little oven. Reminds me of my Betty Crocker Easy Bake. You should have tried my cuppy cakes. To
Easy
die
Bake.
for!
Okay, nice little oven, and now someone has appeared here. Hello?
Chione?
Chione, right?
I'm sorry, I thought you were...
Want to turn the sake?
Oh no, I was just looking for someone.
The little buckets dump water into the ditch. We use it to irrigate the farm.
Oh,
Cool.
so you're in charge of irritating the farm.
Not irritate, irrigate.
Irrigate.
I see, that's just swell. Say, do you know a little girl named Chione?
Her parents don't like her to turn the sake.
So you do know her. Has she been here?
Who are you?
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to trespass. Is this your farm? Are you a farmer?
It is my farm, and I am a farmer. I also happen to sit on the People's Assembly, Egypt's legislative body. I'm an Aries. I enjoy water skiing and mint gum.
I'm looking for a little girl named Chione.
I'm looking for someone to feed my birds, but you don't see me burdening you with my problems. Get it? Burdening.
Well, I was just asking if you know her. But now we have a lot of birds here. Okay, cool.
Won't you help feed the birds? When you feed them, they put on quite a show.
Okay, cool. We can't talk to her anymore. And the ox is now pulling this thing for the water. Hello, birds, birds. So I think I have to get some dates here.
A date palm tree. Wow, I haven't had a date in years, and I always thought I was rather attractive.
Okay, and do we have dates now? We have some dates, yes. Okay, cool. So we're gonna feed you dates.
I am a lonely water bird. I'm the size of a chicken. I'm a purple gallinule with loads of ambition. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
I'm a black-winged kite. I make my home chillin' by the Nile. The other birds flock around me trying to bite off a piece of my style.
Okay. Also a cool bird with a microphone.
I'm a pied kingfisher. I dive into the Nile's water to catch my prey. I am an excellent provider, but the chicks still run away.
Oh no. Okay.
Now this is what I call waterfront property.
So I fed them.
Thank you kindly. Now I'll be happy to answer any questions you have about Chione.
Have you seen her?
No?
Do you know where she might be?
No?
Can you think of anyone that might be able to help me?
Well, no.
Thanks. You've been very helpful.
Really?
No.
Nope. Uh-oh, the bad boys are here.
You're in such hot water, man!
It's like you're soaked.
Huh?
You know, because of the hot water and all.
Okay, what do we do? I think I have to take the salad, because for some reason I can still do that. And then, what do we do now? What do I do with the salad? I also have this. I think I can dig a hole somewhere.
You're digging your own grave, Panther!
Oh, and I think they're hungry. So I think I'm throwing in the salad into the hole and they're jumping after it. So stupid. But it works.
What? You're trying to, tempt me with the salad, man? Is
yeah.
that what's going on?
No, Louie, it's so dangerous.
Just 'cause you know I'm, really, really hungry, man?
Step away from the salad, Louie.
There's
I
also
gotta
a bread
get
in
it,
the
man.
oven.
I'm starving.
No!
And they're gone. Buried alive. It's very cruel.
Perfectly good salad gone to waste.
The most impressive use of a salad I've ever seen. That's strange. We don't usually see many pigeons along the Nile.
Oh, our pigeon is back. And yeah, just... That's how you deal with villains in a cartoon game from the 90s. Which is quite brutal, to be honest. But yeah. Hello, pigeon.
Hey, what are you doing here?
I came to deliver a message.
How did you get all the way to Egypt?
How do you think I got here? I flew, for crying out loud. I am a bird. Sheesh.
But I thought you were afraid of.
Hello? Not in front of the foreign feathers, if you don't mind. Heavens to Purdue, what in Frank's name is that thing? You are huge!
I am a purple gallinule. I am a water bird.
You look more like a turkey to me, honey. You are truly massive.
So, what's the message you came to deliver?
You know, you have no tact. Did anyone ever tell you that? Sheesh, I mean, come on. How about a little privacy already?
Forgive my friend. Would you mind excusing us?
Not at all. Tell the bird to keep in mind, pigeon is a delicacy in Egypt.
I do not like her. I just don't.
Please, what is the message about?
Dear little Chione, is she in love? I found this by the lake. She must have meant to mail it to her parents. I figured I'd do a good deed and bring it over for her.
Von Schmarty told me she was so miserable at camp, she ran away.
You don't say. Maybe this note has some information on her whereabouts.
Let me see it.
Not so fast, Pink Puff. I'm sure you must have picked up a little bubble along the way for me. Something so I know I'm loved. I am loved, aren't I?
Oh, yes, you are. I'm giving you a little scarab.
A scarab! You care, you really care. I love it.
Oh no, it's in hieroglyphics.
What are you gonna do?
I'll try to find someone who can help decode this, I suppose.
And how can her parents read this? They write in old Egyptian hieroglyphs, not in Arabic? Well, let's see if she can help.
I can decode it for you. It says, I am happy. She's having fun.
Fun? That doesn't make any sense. Von Schmarty said she was miserable. I better get back to that camp.
Wait, you better take this.
Thanks. Pink to Schmarty. Come in, Schmarty.
Pink, I found Chione. She came back to camp.
And she's happy, right?
No, she's more unhappy than ever.
More unhappy than ever? This doesn't make sense. I'll need jet transport back to Camp Chiliwawa immediately.
Oh, the fish. And the music.
I hate people from your country.
My country is better than your country.
People from your country are dumb.
People from your country are ugly.
Von Schmarty, what happened? What about the director?
Pink Panther, you're working too hard. Why not take a few days off?
I think we've got some trouble here, boss.
Trouble, schmubble. Perhaps you're right. Better get back to work.
Okay. What's up with him?
Thank goodness you've returned.
I found out some interesting stuff. It turns out Nigel...
The children are out of control. All of the supplies are missing. My airboards, my pogo shoes gone. Most of the food has disappeared, and the children aren't even eating what's left. They're angry and hateful. Something is very wrong. You must get to the bottom of this.
Okay. How do we do that?
Did you bring anything back from your trip?
Did I? I did have, maybe you want to see that. That's interesting.
Look, I found this postcard. It's signed Nigel, but it's filled with spelling mistakes. And Nigel's spelling is usually meticulous.
Yeah, and look at the postmark. It's dated before the camp even opened.
Oh, it's dated to when before the camp opened? Then it was not Nigel.
That's Nigel's doll. I'll give it to him when I see him.
Okay. And the letter from Chione.
Look at this note from Chione. It says...
Pink, not here. Something sinister is surfacing. You better hide any of your clues under the loose boards in the supply shed.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, Nigel. Nigel, I have something for you.
What's this?
That's your old friend, Guy Fawkes. Most of the kids in England burn their guy dummies, but not you. You love your... Guy Fawkes.
And off he goes. Oh.
我很乐意在现在不给你认真汉堡卷。我很乐意在现在不给你认真汉堡卷。 我很乐意在现在不给你认真汉堡卷。
Okay. What about him? He's also not happy, it seems, but let's go to the basement first. I guess we're going to China next to find out what it means.
Secret hiding place. So this is where Von Schmarty said to hide stuff.
Yes. Hide all the notes you have. Okay, that's it for now. I think we can... Oh no!
Don't chuck a wobbly, you boofhead.
Kamoken!
Von Schmarty. I'm in the tool shed.
Well, come out!
I'm stuck in here. Kamoken locked me in.
Oh boy, be right there! Pink, we have to find young Lee. He's very upset.
That was a very quick shower. I don't know how he got here so quick, but I'm glad he did.
Please, Pink, find young Lee.
Oh, okay. Yeah, tell me more.
Please, Pink, find young Lee.
Okay. Where's he going? Okay, I'm gonna try to find him in one of the houses, maybe? Oh, this looks like his room.
This is cool. I want to know more.
Okay, yeah, we can read all about China in our PDA, of course. We will later. No? Not there. Okay. Panda!
I'll just bet this has some cultural significance. Whatever that means.
Whatever that means.
I bet that little device Von Schmarty gave me has some information on this thing.
Okay. On this comic? Or this person here depicted in the comic, maybe. Well, where? Oh, he's under the bed. No, he's not under the bed. I was convinced he was under the bed. Try again. No, just the sock? Seriously? Okay, maybe he's in one of the other rooms. I thought he must be in his room, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I don't remember everything, which is good. So there's a little bit of surprise there. Okay, that must be Bhutan. Look under the bed. Ooh, pizza. Maybe throw it away, don't put it back. What is this?
I bet I could find out more about this in my PDA.
PDA, yeah.
I bet that little device Von Schmarty gave me has some information on this thing.
Okay, I get it.
I'll just bet this has some cultural significance.
Okay, he says the same
Whatever
thing.
that means.
Okie dokie. But I'm sure he's under somebody's bed. Just don't know which one. Maybe under... was this Nigel's? Yeah, that's Nigel. Maybe here. Oh, yes. No. What? What is that? I think I've never tried that. Oh my god. Interesting. Okay, where did we stop? I think this one. Yun Lee. Nope. Okay, I think he's not gonna be anywhere else but the bed. Or under the carpet? No, I don't think so. Nope. And the last one, come on. Give me something. Yes, okay.
我很乐意在现在不给你真正汉堡钱。
What did he say?
I don't know. Most children on this trip are supposed to speak several languages, but Yun Li will only speak Chinese.
What should we do?
I signed you up for a one-day crash course in basic Chinese.
Great.
will help.
Where do I go?
China!
Here we go again.
我很乐意在现在不给你真正汉堡钱。
I'll be back in 1 day with my response.
Great. I guess the PDA can't translate it. Ah, I can't repeat it. Okay. I guess we're going to China. With this
Sorry,
one.
this plane hasn't been restocked with
No?
barf bags. We
With-
can't fly yet.
Okay, with this one, yes.
Please take your seat and fasten your seatbelt. The aircraft will be moving shortly.
Thanks very much.
We're next on the runway to take off. If you'll make sure your seatbelts are fastened, we'll be on our way promptly.
Okay. Let's watch something if we can.
Hello, Pink Panther, and
Hello.
thank you for flying Air Schmarty. We'll be cruising at an altitude of 42,000 feet today. Once we finish our climb, you can remove your seatbelt and move freely about the cabin.
Food.
Meal and beverage today?
Sure.
I want to watch something.
In just a few minutes, we'll be
Aw.
arriving in Beijing. The current weather conditions are cool and clear.
What a thrill to have you here! Hurry and get ready. You are on in 5.
Okay. Think I missed my my Chinese class now, and they've just mistaken me for somebody else going on at the theater. But I would say, to conclude this episode, we're gonna look into our PDA a little bit and read about China. Arts and entertainment, very fitting, I think, here in the theater. Let's see. Chinese New Year's. The Chinese New Year, also called the Spring Festival, is China's main holiday and lasts up to a month. It starts on the first day of the first moon, which is usually in January, February, or March, depending on the Chinese calendar. The Chinese calendar is based on the moon rather than the sun. The traditional purpose of the New Year festivities is to drive out demons from homes and fields. In preparation for the New Year, people clean their houses and throw out all broken or cracked items so that evil spirits have no place to hide. Children are given money in red paper envelopes. Red is a lucky color. Families and friends exchange gifts such as silk, flowers, oranges and colored wrapping, or live chickens. Families decorate the fronts of their homes with red paper and set off firecrackers to scare the demons away. They also prepare special meals. While much of the New Year's celebration takes place among the family behind closed doors, there are also events in the streets. One famous New Year tradition is the dragon dance. It centers around a huge paper dragon whose head is held up by a person with a pole while 11 people support the long tail. The people supporting this puppet run through the streets, raising the poles one after the other to make the tail ripple like a wave. Sometimes the dragon knocks down spectators as it plunges about. The new year is very important for the Chinese because they associate each year with one of 12 animals and that animal's special qualities. A child supposedly takes on the qualities of the year in which he or she is born. In addition, everyone's fortunes are affected by the year's qualities. For example, the year of the rat means risk and surprise, and the year of the rooster means a return to hard work. Okay. What about the theater? Or, okay, it's not exactly the theater, maybe. The Chinese opera. What Westerners call Chinese opera is not in fact opera at all. It is actually a combination of singing, music, dance, theater, and acrobatics that follow very traditional rules. The plots of the performances are based on well-known legends, and the performers sing in a high-pitched manner. At the same time, they carefully control every movement of their bodies, including the positions of their hands, arms, waists, and feet. Different gestures express different shades of emotion. There are 20 ways of smiling and laughing. Props often represent larger items. For example, a pair of reins usually suggests that the audience should picture a horse. It can take hours to prepare the actors' costumes and makeup. Each character must wear the appropriate colors, dress design, and hair arrangement, as well as accessories like a false beard. Face painting can be in the usual combination of white, pink, red, and black, or it can be in bold colors and patterns. The face painting reflects the character's personality and social rank. The acrobatics in Chinese opera are used for battles between the characters. One common feat is the attack of the warrior maiden. While 4 or more of her enemies throw spears at her from different angles, she whirls about, kicking, throwing, and blocking the spears back towards them. In order to sing, act, memorize countless variations of gestures, perform amazing acrobatics, and learn the traditional roles, a Chinese opera performer begins training at the age of 10 or 11. Men can play women's roles and vice versa, but usually the performer specializes in one or the other. It takes about 10 years of rigorous discipline and training before the performer can hope to finally be considered a professional. Wow, okay, that's intense, and I would say we conclude this episode like that, and yeah, next time we will go on stage ourselves, I suppose. So, see you then!